Hey guys, so I'm just trying to get across what was happening because you might have noticed in the last video that the audio and the visuals were a bit out of sync, and the basic reason for that is that I had this thing going on where I don't know why, but my audio and visuals were out of sync. And what I did, as you can see, there are a whole load of cuts where nothing happens, and there were all the way back here just so many cuts. And what that was me doing was because basically I decided to record myself speaking, because usually what I'll do is I'll just use a still image, and I'll talk over that, or not necessarily still, but a series of still images. But I figured I'll show myself talking, and there were kind of two reasons I did that. Number one, I thought it would be the best way to make it engaging while not requiring that much editing, and number two, because I thought it might make it a bit harder for people to kind of make it personal, make it so it's personally attacking me, because obviously people will know I'm a human being behind this, and I figured by being somebody actually on a camera rather than just a disembodied voice, people would maybe take the argument more seriously, things like that. I don't know if that will happen, but anyway, regarding the first point of making it more interesting while requiring less editing, that obviously did not happen at all. It required quite a bit of editing because I had to go through and manually realign everything. And even in the first video, there are bits where the audio and the visuals aren't aligned. And I honestly have no idea why that's happened, but you're not going to see my face in a video ever again, I imagine, to be honest, because the audio and visuals was just completely unaligned. And unless I use this software, obviously it's showing that. It's a bit crazy. If I use that software maybe to film myself in the future, it might produce better results, but right now I just kind of use the capture thing on my the webcam on my laptop, and the thing that lets me film myself, and it turned out really bad. But anyway, yeah, so then I went to upload this one. I finally fixed it. I'm not even going to go into how long that took, but I played it and the audio was completely out of sync. So I've already fixed some of it, but if we just play a random point.
Identify the real problem. People are being mean to men. I should clarify that I do agree with Shaun.
So it's fallen completely out of sync, and what I'm kind of just doing is making it passably in sync. So it'll be here, for example. Let's see.
Now this is a good point, but it isn't a good argument. Basically what you have here is women saying...
So as you can see, it's slightly more in sync, and I'm just going to do that, and then once I've done that, I'm going to edit it. And like I said, I mean, I'm proud of the arguments I made in this video. I think they were good arguments, convincing arguments, but you're not going to see, unless I try and use this software, which is because you can get your webcam display in this software. Unless I use that, you aren't going to see my face indefinitely, because this was just ridiculous. And the perfectionist in me can't just leave it in this condition.
A man, but also...
But I am happy to make it.
Sure. The question isn't whether or not...
Anyway, so just thought I'd record that. I guess I'm just looking for pity, but I like pity, so also I'm playing the old civvy. Well, a bit of that, don't we? Well, I'm not really playing it. I'm just planning on leaving it to load. Oh, it doesn't matter. We won't talk about that. Why would I talk about that? Okay, let's go.